following program contains coarse language and mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. In other words, y'all gonna hear some shit on this one.
Hello.
Cause I need pop medicine to get my head checked.
You're listening to 106.9 Twat FM, streaming to you from Rat House Productions over at rathouse.net. That's RATTHAUS.net. And it's time for the world according to Fear and MDI.
And welcome to the world according to Fear and MDI. See how I just go right in there?
Wasn't expecting it.
I know. That was a intro curveball.
Still crunching on them.
Crunching and munching, motherfuckers.
You know what? I'm gonna go again.
You're gonna hit it again?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Chocolate covered almonds.
They're so good. I really love them this time of year. I don't know what it is, like with snow, but I want to eat those stupid like multi-packs or whatever.
Yeah, different nuts and chocolate covered nuts and stuff.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's going to be that time of year or whatever. So yeah. What are you doing? Stop. You got to stop scrolling. What are you on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Get off of Instagram. We're recording a podcast, you dillhole.
I'm fully capable of both.
Okay, well then talk. Tell me a story.
Dude, this is your show.
What? No, this is your show.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Since fucking when is it my show?
It's always been your show.
No, you're a liar.
106.9 The Bear.
You didn't even do
Fear
an
MDI in the
intro.
mornings. What do you mean? I already did it. We're in.
You didn't say Twat FM.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, well, you were crunching and munching.
You didn't say whatever the hell. The 106 The Bear, that's not the right thing.
No. It's the world according to Fear and MDI. I'm Fear.
And I'm MDI.
There it is. So it's, do you now you feel officially involved?
Okay.
All right. So we've been doing a lot of TikToking. Well, mostly just grinding.
Ish.
Yeah. Because we find the whole, I just wanted to get over 1,000 followers so we can go live. Mm-hmm. And then now the next step is to figure out what we're going to do live to try to keep people entertained. But I've been doing these like grow rooms or whatever, and they're just insane. Like, it's just like, come on.
I know, I went in one today.
Buttons. What's going on? Oh, they're writing
so
people's
intense.
names.
I was like, gotta get out of here.
I know. It feels like...
Freaked me out.
I don't know, like some fucking weird, like, dirty VLT sort of situation where it's just like...
Strange, man.
Yeah. Okay, nobody's tapping. Why isn't anybody tapping? I'm like, motherfucker, what the hell?
I found it difficult to tap.
Yeah. I think the protective screen on my phone fucks me up.
I don't have one on mine.
Oh.
So
then maybe I don't know, maybe it's just
where the fuck is the logic there? Because I was doing it today and I was like, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck, like, what's the...
What?
There's got to be a certain way that you're supposed to do it, like... Because she kept saying double tap. So then I was trying to do 2 fingers at once.
Oh, no, like a...
But then that didn't work. Well, because the every other thing... every other you know what I mean? Yeah. It would only work sometimes.
Mm. See, I usually get going and then all of a sudden it'll like swipe the screen.
Yes, that's what was happening to me. And that's why I was like... Fuck, I don't know how to do this because it would seem like I'd be like, oh, I got a hang of it. And then all of a sudden it would swipe and then I couldn't fucking. Oh, so then you'd have to swipe back and then you'd have to try and find the groove again. It was difficult.
It's all about that groove. You can't throw off the Emperor's groove.
Beware of the groove.
Oh shit. So yeah, I just did some grinding. Well, actually, pretty much just yesterday for
Last
I don't know,
night.
like 8 hours or something stupid.
Dude, what
Like,
time did you go to bed last night?
It was still decent time, I think.
Because I crapped out before 9:30 last night, eh?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I think I was still in bed by like 11:30.
Well, you were in bed with me when we.
Well, yeah,
you
but
went
I think
sleeping.
I went to sleep around then because my phone was actually dying. Like it's pretty rare that I kill my phone anymore. And
See, I killed mine today, but it's because I shot a makeup video.
hell yeah, I can't wait to see that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. So today is Shab's birthday. Yeah. Our little girl
It is.
turns 15, which is insane to fucking think about.
It is. It's been a really crazy 15 years, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Amazing. So amazing things, that's for sure. Amazing times. She's a fucking...
She's awesome.
She's absolutely, yeah. Like, she's turning into a wonderful human being, that's for damn sure. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah. me
Like,
too.
I really am. She's so cool. She's yeah. She's turning into everything we dreamed she would be, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
All the corny things.
Yeah, all those corny, mushy things that you think are bullshit. And then when you get to be our age and you're looking back at a 15-year-old and you're like, you know, we made pretty good people, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So you and her yesterday went for her piercing.
Yeah, so she's been bugging for a while to get the industrial piercing, which is the barbell between two points of cartilage in usually
1 ear.
in like the top of the ear or whatever. You can kind of I've seen them all over the damn place, but majority they're in like the top area of the ear. And so because it's her birthday and you guys went and got your nose pierced. No, that wasn't a birthday thing, was it?
No, it was. So we were supposed to start going on each other's birthdays. So like, excuse me. We went on my birthday for the nose piercings. And then there was her birthday came around and I was really sick or something. So it just kind of got missed. And then life got really crazy. I got really sick, lost a whole bunch of weight, all that crazy stuff. So then my birthday got skipped this last year, because of COVID and everything as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, the original plan was on my birthday and her birthday, we would go get something pierced and eventually tattooed together. Because we both want to get like mother-daughter tattoo. And then after our first one, I don't know what we'll do after that, I would like to continually put her artwork.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want I want them to be her artwork. Because I don't want a lot of piercings. Not like she does.
Yeah.
So yeah, this time around, we could have afforded for me to get a piercing as well. But I didn't really want to.
Well, it's got to be something you actually want, or like there's something in mind.
Excuse me. I've tried to pierce more cartilage areas in my ear before, and it didn't go well for me. I got really bad ear infections, or not ear infections, but really bad infections in the piercing, and it wasn't worth it for me.
Yeah.
And because of how I sleep, I sleep only on my sides. I don't sleep on my stomach or on my back. And because of my fibromyalgia, I really didn't want to try and pierce a cartilage spot on my ear and then interfere with my sleep.
Yeah.
Because I go from one side to the other.
And if you don't, your body aches.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't, my body really gets achy and really bad because of the fibromyalgia. And So yeah, it's just not worth it for me to get another piercing in my ear and then disturb my sleep. And then if I don't sleep well, then it's just everything goes downhill. Because I don't sleep great to start with. Right. So if we mess with that even more, it's just not worth it. So yeah.
So fast forward to her birthday. Well, today, but we went yesterday.
Yeah, because you work today, so it was just easier to do it yesterday.
So we said, yeah, for sure. If you want to get a piercing for your birthday, then we'll let you get the industrial. But so when you guys called me the appointment, they said you kind of got to come in for a consultation.
Well, yeah, she said the industrial piercing is really anatomy specific. So if your ear isn't shaped or isn't shaped a certain way or isn't big enough or thick enough, or I don't know what the fuck all the details have to be, but it has to be a certain way or you're not supposed to get this type of piercing. So when you got there, she looked at Shab's ears and said her left ear was definitely not good for her. Yeah. Because her left ear is the one that kind of is a little bit big and floppy, just like yours. But that her right ear might be good, but she's not comfortable doing industrial piercing. She's only done a couple. And because Shabs is only 15 years old, she blah, 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 blah. She referred you guys to take her somewhere in West Edmonton Mall, right? Yeah. So, which we really don't want to go there right now due to COVID and all that other stuff. We don't want to go into the city, into a big place like the mall where there's thousands of people every day.
Yeah, for sure.
And all that stuff. So, we'll wait and get that done maybe 6 months or a year, whenever things calm down. Maybe on my birthday in March.
Yeah, because so then she was visibly upset when the lady told her that.
She couldn't have it.
Which was interesting. I'd never heard that before because I knew a bunch of people that have it. And unless it's some new thing that they've figured out, okay, you shouldn't if you do this or whatever. So I thought that was weird. So then because we kind of told her, we're like, you might not be able to get that.
Yeah,
so
I told her, have a backup ready, like a backup piercing ready to go.
And so she was like, okay. And then she was like, well, maybe I'll get a different piercing. But I could just tell the look on her face was she was unhappy. And so I was like, don't make a rash decision right now. If you're really upset and your really heart is set on that other type of piercing, then we can try to figure it out. And so we went back into the car and kind of talked for a few minutes. And I had to drive around and get cash, for Christ's sakes. Anyway, so then we just kind of talked it out and I talked her down. And then she was chill. And she's like, okay, well, I kind of want to get this and this too. And I was like, okay, so would you rather have that and get it today? Potentially, and then wait and try to get the other one. She said, yeah, actually, I kind of told myself that I wouldn't get it. And then just after the way when she told me, then immediately I got defensive and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I get it. And so I was like, well, here's my phone, call them and see if we can just come back. And so she called and the girl answered and she said, yeah, come right back and we'll set you up with whatever you want. So we went in and she got 2 piercings and she's really, really excited.
Yeah, she ended up getting the conch and the helix on her left ear. She left her right ear alone because she would still like to get the industrial someday. And if her right ear is better for it than her left, then she might as well have, do that for the other one. But yeah, she's really happy with it. She's really, she's all excited about it. And
yeah, it was pretty cool. The big reveal or whatever. It was interesting because it was all done in a tattoo shop. And
and if you're going to get any piercings, they really encourage you that's where you should get piercings. You shouldn't go to a salon or whatever that uses a tattoo gun or whatever. Right. You should go to an actual real piercer.
Yeah. So, but I've been to a few shops and I've never seen one this open. It's legit. You walk down in between a bunch of tables and there's just tables on each side and they're kind of cubicles, but there's no walls. So when we got there and we went, it was odd because we had to go to the very back and the lady right next to us was completely topless. And I look at her and then I look over at Datch, and then I can't tell if Datch had seen that she was topless or not or whatever. And then I just like tried to focus, like not to look, because I didn't want to be, I already felt weird because I'm kind of there with my daughter, and like some people can be weird about that. And then there's topless girl here, and like it was just, and then the environment was super funny because like Shabs was wearing her Hufflepuff shirt. So as soon as she walked in, like most tattoo people are all nerds, so they were all talking about which house they were and
so fucking
all these
weird,
kind of things, and it was so funny. And then so then she got her piercings, and I was holding her hand, and she did.
So the
really
girl
good.
was okay. So first of all, you should kind of explain. The girl was totally topless because she was having a full back piercing. or tattoo.
Yeah.
So
they
she
just had her top
couldn't
on.
have a bra on or anything because then she was getting her whole back done.
Yeah.
So explain that she had gauze taped over her nipples.
Well, yeah, it was like in that I say it's gauze because I didn't look, I didn't look fast enough. To me, it just looked like gauze or something, like booby tassels or whatever. Like it was something just to kind of cover that area.
There was something stuck over her.
But I was just like, oh, geez, you
didn't get to see the real goods, is what you're saying.
I guess, yeah, I missed out. And but yeah, so then I got to hold her hand while she got pierced, and she did really, really well, which is funny because I've taken her to get blood work before, and she's a fucking Looney Tune.
I know, right? She's such a jerk.
Yeah. So then so it was a much different vibe taking her to get her piercing. And then like the big reveal, she jumped up and down, and she was so excited, and just the pure joy on her face, to the point where like, so the tattoo artist that was doing Boobs McGee was like, oh my God, I have to see it now. And so then she went over and showed her, and then Boobs was like, oh, I have the same stud. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Boobs. Like, like, okay. But yeah, and they were just like, I don't know, all the girls were super excited for her, and like it was just a really kind of a cool moment. And
that's adorable.
Yeah. And like I wish she would have been able to be there, just she had an appointment or whatever. And like,
I know.
But you guys will still do lots of more stuff, and
lots of more,
and it'll be a lot of fun. But it's so crazy to like think that we have a 15 and a 12-year-old,
and he's such a big boy.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
It feels more like we have a 17-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl.
No, it really does. Like, it's fucking weird. I was talking at work about that today, just like how big Logic is and stuff. And Em was like, geez, make him big, hey? I'm like, yeah, he's fucking almost as tall as me. He's only 12. Like he's
very close to overtaking you.
Before he's 13, I'm sure he'll be taller than me. And that's cool, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him. I just hope it doesn't hurt to be that tall and stuff. That's my only worry. But yeah, it's crazy to think about it. We've got fucking teenagers, like.
We owed.
We are old, yeah. I don't know. It's awesome. But it's just such a like, and then even looking on Facebook at all the memories and just like, where the fuck does the time go? I saw I guess I don't totally remember it because it was like 10 years ago, I think, when you were in Walmart and some dude pushed you over. He wanted you to buy him shoes or something like that. Do you remember that?
What?
Okay, hold on. Let me look this up.
Okay, we still haven't fixed the sharp part in the fucking desk. I talked to you about this the last time we podcast.
I don't remember that.
Oh, listeners, come on now. Help me out.
Don't get them involved. What did oh yeah, my memories. I gotta look at my memories. It's okay. I was kind of hoping that maybe you will after I read it a little bit more.
Some guy wanted me to buy
yeah, so this was November 19th, 2010.
Okay, so 10 years ago.
Yeah, so my status, like it's very cringy stat. No, I'm not gonna read the status, but anyway,
It's very cringy.
So you
obviously
commented
put you
on
in a
it,
good light.
and you said, "Well, I was just like you big fucking pussy, fucking like."
Oh my,
an angry motherfucker. But either way, it's you commented and said, "Oh, some ass pushed me over at Walmart. I was bent over putting something in the bottom of the cart, and I hit my mouth on the cart. Little bit of a fat lip, and my gums bled a little above my one tooth, and someone can't let it go." So I had commented just before you had done it. I said, I'm trying to let it go, but this fucker came up and asked her to buy him some shoes so he can work at Wendy's. Danielle said no, and then he pushed her.
Yes, I remember this.
Okay. Because after I read this, I was like, okay, I need her to tell me this again. So do you remember what the hell happened?
That's exactly it. There's not really much more else to tell.
Just some guy came up to you and was like, hey, buy me shoes so I can work at Wendy's?
He was saying he needed them because they were like non-slip shoes.
Yeah.
And he couldn't afford to buy them and he had to have them to work there. So he was asking me for the money to buy them so he could get a job. And then he was like, I will pay you back. Give me your name and your number. I will pay you back because I have a job. I just have to have these shoes to get the job. And I was like, no, get away from me.
Well, yeah, like it's not your fucking problem.
Right?
Jesus.
Well, that's what you get when you go shopping in Northeast Calgary.
Well, and then like, because I wasn't there, like I think that's why I was so mad. Like, who knows why? Maybe I was working, maybe something else was going on, but that's when I get upset is if you go out and I'm not there and then something happens. Because if I go, nothing happens.
Well, no, because nobody bothers you when you're with a big, huge man.
Yeah.
Like, derp.
Cocksucker. I'm still mad. I'm fired up again.
I'm fired up again.
Fucking that motherfucker. I hope he gets syphilis.
Oh, I wonder if he's still working at Wendy's.
Fuck no, he never got any shoes. He's sucking dick for crack.
Wow.
Whoa. Let's take a look to see what some show notes. Oh my God. Oh yeah, my show notes are awesome this week. I just remembered. So okay. This one, it says, old lady ripping ass at work while I'm behind her. Are you prepared for this?
Ripping ass?
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. So I'm out cleaning the front area and there's this sweet little old lady and she comes in and she's up and she's ordering what she wants. And then after she says what she wants and the person serving her walked away, she just starts ripping ass. And I'm behind her sweeping, and I literally stop what I'm doing, and I'm like looking around. She
didn't know you were there. She forgot you were there. Either
she forgot I was there, or she didn't care. But I'm assuming she forgot I was there because she was like, and I'm just like, holy shit! And then like I'm trying to lock eyes with the guys that are working, and I'm like, oh. So then I just go about my business and finish doing what I'm doing. As she walks out, I'm like, oh my God, she was ripping so much ass on this side. And I'm like, oh my God, she must have forgot you were there. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, oh man, I hope she, and then, because then I was scared because I didn't want to be like, ahem. And then her, then she just screams and farts more. Like, shits herself. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
How do you know she wasn't shitting herself, man?
I have no. That's what I mean.
Fucking
Who
old
knows?
lady
She probably diapered it up in that motherfucker.
Oh,
I hope she didn't think. Maybe she's into that, and she knew I was there. She's like, yeah, sweet bitch. I'm about to shit
that's
myself.
Enough. Jesus,
you disgusting bitch.
That is so nasty.
And it's unfortunate that we talk about that because the next story has to do with poop too.
Oh God.
But it's because like you just brought up the poop part. They wouldn't have had a segue of poop otherwise. So 10 minutes into work, coworker turns to me and says, I shit myself on the ride home last night.
God, I like, yes. Oh my God.
Oh, I have no idea if he's gonna listen to this, dude. I'm sorry, but I can't not talk about that.
What do you do when someone you've only worked there like 3 weeks?
I know. We barely know each other.
Know this person.
Barely.
What?
And
was it just like light conversation to him?
I don't know. And I think when you're 40 and you shit yourself, it's still funny. Like, I think you just need to tell somebody. Like, you don't understand that this is embarrassing, and I could just take this to my grave. The only person in the car was me, who shit myself. I don't need anyone else.
And it was
involved.
just sheer. He couldn't get home in time.
He thought I have enough time to get home, so he left work, and then he had to fart, so he just
he thought he had to fart
and shit himself.
Little came out.
Yeah, and then it was the worst ride home ever, he said.
Oh,
but yeah, you know what? Zinger admitted. Actually, you know what? He might have done it anonymously. Never mind.
Yeah.
I don't remember now. Anyway, a good friend of mine finally admitted after like 15 years that he shit himself. So I don't know. Maybe when it happens, you got to tell somebody. Because this dude just like, I don't even know if we said hi. Like, maybe we said hi and then it was right away. Hey, last night I shit myself on the ride home. And I was like, all right,
wow, that's a good start.
I'm 10 minutes into my day.
Yeah, good start to a day.
So
that's fucking funny though. Good on him, like, for having no humility and just like not like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it
just
happens, you know?
Fucking like, yeah, life is that's life, man. Sometimes you fucking have sometimes you shard yourself on the way home from work because you can't
trust the fart, man. You got to know. I've never shit myself that I can think of. Like from being like an adult, and but I have had a couple of farts that I questioned. So I mean, I get it. So my next note here, all it says is peanut head, and I remember
peanut head.
I remember you and I were in bed, and I think I called you a peanut head or something.
Maybe.
But I don't. Come on. I remember writing this because you told me to write this. You don't remember what happened?
No. I remember teasing you about your big head, but I don't remember the peanut head.
So then
part.
didn't I call you a peanut head or something?
Maybe.
Or
I don't know.
was I crushing your peanut head?
Oh, because you have a fucking huge head compared to mine.
Yeah, but I think I have a normal size punum. It's you that's got kind of a tiny head.
Yeah, I have a child.
I have a
youth size head, if you will.
Yeah. You've got the mango to my almond. Or the
what? You say mango and almond? How does that even, like, serious? No, really, like, come on now. We gotta fucking figure that out. Like, okay, you need to explain some shit to me. Where do you, like,
I'm
there's
too high.
Okay, 7 stages of Kevin Bacon, almond and mango.
It was supposed to be your peanut to my almond. Because I have a bigger head than your peanut.
So we're the mango part.
But then I was also thinking of comparing like a watermelon to a mango. So my brain's like, yeah, from fucking almond to mango or whatever the fuck I said. Fuck's sakes.
Man.
Whatever.
Peanut head. Yeah, I don't really remember. Was it peanut? I didn't think it was peanut head. I was teasing you that you had a huge head. I don't know what the peanut part was about.
Yeah, I don't remember either now.
I don't know either, but I do remember saying that you had a really big head. Because we were laying in bed and you put your head on top of mine and it was like, holy fuck, you have a big head.
Yeah, and I was just crushing a little peanut head, I think.
Yeah.
So the place that I work is awesome because the area that I work is full of so many fucking characters. Like, obviously, I've already talked about a couple of them, but another thing that happened this weekend on Sunday, a dude pulled up to buy weed and a Power Wheel.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yeah, you know,
like those, a children's like, Power Wheel.
Yeah, the children's like fucking motorized, battery operated motorized vehicle. I took
in the winter.
Yeah, I took a picture. I'll show you.
There's some fucking hardcore snow out right now.
Oh yeah, this thing must be really good in the snow. Where did I put that? Oh, here it is. He parked it in the middle of a spot, much like it is. Oh, there you go. Much like it's an actual vehicle.
Oh my fucking Christ. He parked it in a parking spot.
Yeah. And as you can see, like we have a Micra, which is a very tiny car. And that's a one-seater. Like that's so anyway, so this guy comes in and we had noticed him pull up. So right away, A's like, did you just show up on a fucking Power Wheel? And he fucking starts bursting out laughing. He's like, yeah, my truck wouldn't start. So we fucking just died. And then
oh my God, that is amazing.
He bought his weed and yeah, went out and got back on his fucking Power Wheel and drove the fuck home.
Good for him.
Yeah. So and if I just don't know if I can figure out how to get the footage of
your camera from the camera.
I think that's something that should be shared with the world because that is a pro level.
You gotta ask Kay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is pro level shit. Pro level stoner shit. Like, could you imagine? He's out there. He's like fucking truck's not starting.
So he takes his fucking 4-year-old Power Wheel.
He's Tommy riding his little Power Wheel, and he's like, I hate this fucking kid. All I could do, I just need a joint for Tommy. Get the fuck off the Power Wheel. Daddy needs
my fucking turn, kid.
Then he's just cruising along. Tommy's walking at a reasonable pace because how the fuck fast do you think it goes with a grown ass man on it? And,
right?
Tommy's like, Dad, you could have just walked, you lazy prick. Like, what the fuck?
He probably lived like 3 blocks away.
That's all I can hope for. I hope there's people on like TikTok and Snapchat and shit that got great video of this guy.
Oh, please tell me somebody else got that.
Driving down the fucking
the Edmonton
road.
Reddit isn't that like it's not that popular. There are not that many people use it, you said?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's like COVID related bullshit. And like,
no fun.
Sometimes there's fun stuff, but for the most part, there's not. And the Sherwood Park is fucking dead. There's nothing going on there. I for the first little while, I was like the only person talking on there, so I just stopped. And then Edmonton has stuff from time to time, but that I didn't see that pop up or anything. That would be front page shit if somebody got some of that.
You should. Well, you can't post that picture.
No, I don't think that's where we're going. So, but I will put it on our Patreon because
that picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then nobody's gonna see it except for people that pay. So, but it's worth to see this because. He parked it is very amazing. Nice. Yeah.
He did. It's a pristine parking spot.
Yeah.
Parking job.
And this dude was tall. Like he was tall and lanky. He was taller than me.
That's funny.
And just like lanky as fuck. Ah, man. It was enough that A fell on the floor and laughed for like 2 minutes. I had to help people because she couldn't. She was like, I'm done. I don't know what to do with that. That was the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I need a 5-minute break to get the fuck over that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then it's funny. There's I don't know. There's this saga that's going on right now with this couple the last couple of days.
Yeah, they are like regulars that are
and like it's weird. So I saw them Saturday night, and it's a bigger white woman and a skinny black dude. And the first night I saw them, they were like lovey-dovey. They had a smoke out in front of the building. They were kind of holding hands and canoodling, and they came in and they ordered some pot, then took off. And then the next day I saw them because I work all Sunday. And I see them. I think they got out in a cab. I can't remember, but either way, I can see on the camera that it looks like she's lighting into him. And I'm like, oh, honeymoon must be over, because they were lovey-dovey last night. So they came in, ordered the exact same thing, and he pays, but it almost looks like a hostage situation. Like that's why. That's why we become
like, you better buy me a fucking joint, bitch.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that was coming across. And anyway, so they go outside or whatever, and like she's kind of tugging on him, pulling him outside. So I don't know the full kind of extent of what's going on, but we're working today. All of a sudden, there they are, and I'm like, oh, damn it, because I've got some, and I want them because I want the saga to continue. and I don't know if it's like a fucking what would you call it? Not an arranged marriage, but it's almost like she owns him or something. Like that's the vibe.
That's horrible, especially since he's a black man. What the hell?
Yeah, but maybe it's one of his wives. Like I don't know. Like she's super
one of
bitchy.
his wives.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's a very strange vibe. Like it's almost like he doesn't. I don't know if he speaks English. Like he doesn't talk. She does all the talking. She says what she wants. He has his money in his hand always, and. So then I had my guy, so I missed him, but they were standing real close to my guy. So she kind of tugs him back and is like, what are you doing? Social distancing, you idiot. And like called him a name, like pulled him back and was kind of holding his arms. And I'm like, are they being playful again? I don't know. And so they have to go over to M. And then all of a sudden I hear yelling as they're going out the door. And the next person I had in line was like, oh my God, like if she talked to me like that, I'd knock that bitch out. And then the other people are like, oh my God, she's fucking horrible. And like me and Emma are like, what the fuck's going on? Like we can't hear anything behind the glass or whatever. And so the chick's like, I can't repeat it. And I'm like, oh shit, it was like that. So I don't know what the hell she would have said, but M said that she placed the order. And then he kind of stood there. So she grabbed the money out of his hand and paid with it. And then like grabbed his arm and told him to stop jumping around or stop being an idiot or some fucking thing. Like she was calling him names and kind of getting rough with him, and then pulled him outside. So like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe like, I told Em, I was like, you should have said like, motherfucking blink twice if you're being held against your fucking will. Like what the fuck? So I don't know if they come in tomorrow, I might try to separate them or something. Like, hey, come over here, man.
Call the police.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Are you safe?
Yeah. What's going on right now? Is she brainwashing you, man? Like, what's the sitch?
Maybe she's a prostitute. That's how he pays.
He buys the one joint? It's like $8.
She a cheap hoe.
She's a damn cheap hoe. Plus,
maybe that's just for a handy.
Plus, you got to take all that shit from her. Damn, and that's what I mean. Like, is he paying for that? Like, he's like, okay, I want you to be total bitch to me. Like, I will take you out in public, and I want you to treat me like shit. Like, I don't know. People are into some weird stuff now, I guess.
I don't know, man.
But now that I've seen him like 3 times now in a week, I'm like, the saga's got to continue. Like, I'm hooked. I got to know what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I think that's all the notes I had. Was there anything else that you wanted to talk about this week?
That's all the notes that you had.
I think so. Let me double check here.
There was something else you said you were going to keep for the podcast. And then I was like, that's almost a week away. Or something else.
I don't remember. This is a good time that I can do a thank you to our network sponsor. If you head over to audibletrial.com/rathousepro, that's audibletrial.com/RATTHAUSPRO, you get 1 month and 1 book for free. And speaking of that, Rat House, if you want to jump over and join their Patreon, they have a Patreon exclusive Christmas episode coming out real soon, to the point where me and MDI need to record our bit.
Oh no!
Because unfortunately I'll be working when they record it, so we're gonna send something over in the next day or two. So we'll probably record that tomorrow.
Okay.
And but if you join their Patreon, I think they might only have one tier. I think they have just $5 if you want to go over and do that. But if you can only choose one, I mean, patreon.com/fearandmdi is such a sexy. That's right, Matt. I got to come over and just try to get a little bit of that coin for myself. But yeah, I've got links for all of our stuff, man. We've got new merch out now. So hopefully we'll start seeing that kind of moving around. And I got more designs that I want to do. I might talk to V at work, because he was into graphic design and stuff. And if he can kind of get me a deal.
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Because I got some really funny ones that I think would be really nice, especially some cannabis related stuff. And so
I shot a new video today.
Yeah. That looks really cool. Kind of give some hints of what it's going to be.
For a little while, you've been bugging me to do, makeup videos where I do my own makeup and I talk and tell stories or whatever.
Yeah.
So I did that today. I thought since it was Shabadoo's birthday, I would tell the story of her birth.
Nice.
And, the wonderfulness that it was. So I did that. I don't know how it turned out. I framed it really well and everything like that. That part's fine. But I don't know if if you watch it, I'm not sure if you watch it, if it's going to be entertaining, or if I go off on tangents, or I don't go off on tangents, but I'm not sure if I made it entertaining, or if it's just kind of you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'll take a look at it and before we put it out.
Make sure it makes sense.
Well, I mean, half the time, does our podcast really make any sense? No, it's just us talking in tangents, right? Yeah. And I mean, fuck it. People liked when I did Driving with Fear, and as far as I'm concerned, none of those held one coherent thought in any of them. Because I think every time I start an idea, I end up talking about something else and then drifting off, and maybe by the end of it, I'll circle back. But I got a feeling it's going to be awesome, babe. And that's just something, that I have been bugging for a while, is just just telling our stories, because we do tell the stories and do different things on here. But I think sometimes I feel like both of us are pretty good storytellers. And if we sit back and just tell the story, I want to tell the story about why I have an unfinished horror project that I probably will never pick up. And there's a couple other little stories that, whether it's funny or scary or whatever, that we've kind of gone through. And I think it's things that will help people feel like we're a little bit more real and kind of vibe with that. Same with, I want to shoot I think it's like a landing page video for YouTube, just kind of explaining more about us and what you're going to find on the channel. Cause now that we're almost at 30 videos up there, excuse me. So it's channel's getting big enough that people are starting to check it out. We're finally over 100 subs, which is awesome. If you like what we do, man, and you're not subbed to our YouTube channel, you're missing out. We do a lot of funny shit over there.
Yeah, you don't know what
and
you're
different
doing,
vlogs
man.
And stuff. So if you like this, you're definitely gonna like that. So go over, give it a subscribe, thumbs up, share, all that shit, man. But yeah, just kind of a landing video of this is me and you, and these are our kids, and this is what we do, and just kind of something I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes, just kind of explaining what we do and what people can expect from our channel. And then I don't know, maybe we'll see people that kind of understand that it's more of a family thing and go from there. And I've even thought about maybe taking some of like Logic's montages or whatever and throwing them on there, because he's got his own channel, but he's kind of let it slip a little bit.
Yeah, he's not really using it very much.
So, and I think that's just because right now we don't have all the things that we need to kind of consistently stream. But maybe tomorrow I'll tell him he's got to do some streaming, or either him or Shabs. Like, they just got to go on, just play. You're just going to play anyway. So why not just broadcast it, Yeah. But
I think they're scared to yell and scream and go crazy like they do normally when they're streaming.
Which is funny, because that's the whole point. Like, and that's all the people they watch. That's how they act. So it's like, people are watching them. They'll watch you if you're entertaining. So, and I think both of our kids are pretty entertaining. They're both smart and sassy, and they're funny. They're funny kids.
Yeah, I think so. They're hilarious.
But yeah, I don't know. That's all I got. If that's all you got, then we can wrap it up.
That's all I got.
Cool. We talked last week about Snowmageddon, and the last couple of days we've had more. Yeah. Fucking hit again. Not quite the same volume, but it's definitely continuous.
Yeah.
And then I think the next days off we're gonna start the Christmas decorations.
Yes.
We've got our like rope lights outside already, but we're going to actually put away the fall stuff and the pumpkins and Jack, and I miss him already. And then, put all of our knickknacks out and probably put up the tree and that sort of thing.
Yep. The next, it's Thursday night now. So yeah. Excuse me. Monday, we'll probably do that Monday night or whatever.
Sweet.
Yeah. It's our Christmas on.
Yeah. Do you guys have your Christmas stuff out? Let us know. And if you do, has it been up since November 1st? Because I know there's a lot of you sick bastards out there. But at the same time, like, I know a lot of people are doing it early for 2020 because it's been such a nightmare of a year.
Because it's been such a shitty year.
So I don't blame you in any way. And but I'm just curious. So yeah, if you've got some Christmas stuff up, let me know. And if you've been, you all right?
Yeah. I just moved my leg and it hurt weird.
Ooh. Sorry. And if you've been watching any Christmas movies or TV shows, I want to know that as well. So reach out on social media and let me know what you guys are watching, or if there's any traditions that you guys do. And yeah, let me know. And maybe there's something that I haven't seen yet. But I don't know. Until next week, I'm Fear.
I'm MDI.
Run along, kiddies. We'll see what's shaking out next week.
Shaking out. Shake it out. Shake it off. Do something.
What do you want me to do? Whack a guy off a guy? Whack off a guy? I'm married.